Good morning. I hope you are all having a wonderful day. Welcome to Story Time with Miss Ann. Today's story selection is called The Tiny Seed, and it's written by Eric Carle. If you notice, even my book is tiny today, so it's kind of fun. It's The Tiny Seed in tiny print. It is autumn. The wind is blowing, and it blows the flower seeds high, high into the air and carries them far across the land. One of the seeds is tiny, much smaller than all of the others. Will it be able to keep up with the others? And where are they all going? Do you see the tiny seed? There it is. It's way behind everyone else. One of the seeds flies up, 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 higher than the others. Up it goes. Oh no, it flies too high, and the sun's hot rays burn it up. But the tiny seed flies on with the others. Can you see the seed that is burning? Another seed lands on a tall, icy mountain. The ice never melts, the seed cannot grow, and the rest of the seeds fly on. But the tiny seed does not go as fast as all the others. There it is. See that tiny seed? It's just made it over the top of the mountain. Now they fly over the ocean. One seed, bloop, falls into the water and it drowns. That means it doesn't come up again. The others sail on with the wind. But the tiny seed does not fly as high as the others. Oh no. Do you think that the tiny seed will make it over the waves? One seed drifts down onto a desert. It is hot and dry, and the seed cannot grow. But now the tiny seed is flying very low. But the wind pushes it up so that it keeps up with the others. Oh, it's just going to make it over the top of this pointy cactus. Finally, the wind stops. The seeds gently fall onto the ground, and a bird comes by and eats up the seeds. The tiny seed is not eaten. It is so small that the bird does not see it. Look at that hungry bird. Can you find the tiny seed? It's on this page. Let me give you a closer look. Do you see it? Now it is winter. Brr. After a long trip, the seeds settle down. They look as though they have gone to sleep on a blanket of earth. Snow falls and covers them like a white blanket. A hungry mouse is searching for food, and he finds a seed and eats it for his lunch. Squeak, squeak, squeak. But the tiny seed lies very still and quiet, and the mouse does not find him. There's the mouse. You see him? Searching in the winter. Here's the dirt. Here's the snow. Here's the air. Now it is spring. A few months later, the snow has melted. It is really spring. The birds fly by. The sun shines. The rain falls, and the seeds grow. They get so round that they start to burst open. Now they are not seeds anymore. They are plants. And their little stems and leaves, boing, 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 just start to poke out of the earth. There is another seed that grows up next to us. next to one of the flowers is a big, fat weed. And it takes all the sunlight, it takes all the water, and the plant next to it dies. But the tiny seed has not begun to grow yet. Will it be too late? Will the tiny seed start to grow into a plant? There is the big fat weed. And look as I go across, do you see the tiny seed? There's all the other flower seeds. They've burst open. Can you see the tiny seed? It is hard for me to see backwards. I do not see it. The warm weather also brings children, just like you. You go out to play. You have been waiting for the sun in the springtime. The weather is nice. Uh-oh. One child accidentally steps on one of the sprouts. He doesn't see it sitting there, and it breaks. Now it cannot grow anymore. Gotta be careful. The tiny plant that grew from the seed is growing fast, but its neighbors grow even faster. Before the tiny plant has 3 leaves, the other plant has 7. And look, a bud, and now it has a flower. The tiny seed is just not growing fast enough. Uh-oh, wait, what's that noise? There are footsteps. A big shadow looms over them. A hand reaches down and breaks off the flower. What's he doing to the flower? Is he picking it? A boy has picked the flower to give to a friend. Is the flower beautiful? It is now summer. It is now hot. Now the tiny plant from the tiny seed is all by itself. None of the other ones have made it this far. But the tiny seed, it grows on and on and on. It doesn't stop. The sun shines on it. The water rains on it. It has so many leaves. It grows taller and taller. It has grown taller than the houses. And now a big flower grows on top. People come from far and near to look at this flower. It is the biggest flower they have ever seen. Look at that big, beautiful flower. Look how tall it is compared to the people. Are the people shorter than the flower? All summer long, the birds and the bees and the butterflies come visiting. They have never seen such a big, beautiful flower. Look at that big, beautiful flower. Do you see some birds and some butterflies? Do you see some bees? The wind blows harder. The flower has lost almost all of its petals. It sways and bends as the wind blows. But as the wind grows stronger, it shakes the flower. And once more the wind shakes the flower. And this time the flower's seed pod opens up. And out come many tiny little seeds. That's the end. There's the sun that's shown. What do you think is going to happen to all those tiny seeds? Do you think that they're going to land in different places just like the original seeds? I bet they are. And some of them may die, and some of them may grow big and strong. Let's see if your seeds can grow big and strong.